Welcome back guys to the Weebs Closet, and today we're watching Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 2, Ketil's Farm. Finally we had, I forgot his name already, the Aaron?
Einar.
Einar. Yeah, because
Fucking most depressing ass story of all time.
Dude, that was such a bad, not a bad way to start it, but such a sad way to start a show. And we finally get our eyes on Thorfinn on the last 5 seconds of the episode, and that was wild. And like you said, it seems like he's gonna grow up to to late 20s or whatever, because
mid to late 20s at least.
Yeah, we saw a couple of screenshots of him older, so I wonder how long this is gonna be. If it's really 12 episodes of a fucking farm.
No, it's more than that, dude. You're wrong. It's just, I love that. I love the people that commented on that last week. You guys came through. That was so funny. Because I remember Trash Taste doing their manga 3x3, and Connor had put Vinland Saga in it, and he was talking about how much he loved the prologue, and then he was like, I love the Farmland arc even more, but I can't wait for anime onlys to watch it because they're gonna be freaking the fuck out at how little, not, I don't know if he said little action or just how it is completely different approach than what the prologue did.
Yeah.
And then you were just like, man, I really hope that we don't spend a lot of time on this. It's like, oh shit, dude.
So I mean, obviously, if the show is good, then it really doesn't even need action. I've watched a lot of mysteries and whatnot, and I mean, scary fucking anime don't have action per se.
And I would go back to Attack on Titan season 4 part 1. The one that was 16 episodes. Because really, after you get to episode 7 or 8, everything after that, there wasn't really much action, if you remember. It was mostly following Gabby and then following Mikasa. She's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So I kind of dig it whenever we build up characters and then it's just we take some time to explore them and whatnot.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I really just want to get into it.
Let's get into it then.
Also, check our Patreon for, to catch up on early access over there. Plug it in.
Yep. That.
From the moment you join our Patreon, you get access to the uncuts of all the different shows that we've done, as well as access to our Discord where you get to chat with us or amongst yourselves about any games, shows, or movies. If you choose to jump into our Weeb Titan tier, you'll have access to our time-exclusive shows. These shows will either be ahead or unavailable to watch in our YouTube. Attack on Titan used to be there, Jujutsu Kaisen just finished, Mob Psycho is starting, and Invincible has been over there for over a year. And for the Full Metal Weebs, not only do you get shown off here, but you get 1 week early access to the shows currently on the screen, as well as staying ahead into our bi-weekly podcast, and you also get to vote and watch our monthly Anka movie. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and let's start the video.
This anime just makes me ask so many questions, but I know it's just sit back, Jake. Just watch.
You're friends. That's it. You don't get to the side.
Dude, Einar's I can't wait to chop down all these trees. Dude, this is the nicest fucking slave owner of all time.
Dude, is this the guy from Django? Shit.
Dude, I'm saying, yeah, Dr. Schultz.
Yeah.
We're thinking there's gonna be a runaway, but they're about to go Minecraft.
Yeah, there's
on
no
this
point.
Bitch.
Yeah, I would not even try.
That's dope, yeah.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
You don't have your eyes open, I don't trust you. Unless you're blind, but that's the only thing I can, excuse you with.
Man, there's only one person I can compare Thorfinn to right now, and I'll talk about it after the episode.
I feel like Thorfinn is not even taking that seriously compared to him. That he'll actually want to make it happen where Thorfinn's like, I'm just gonna live my life, period.
俺の故郷にも奴隷はいたけど、奴隷はずっと奴隷のままだった。ああ、俺北イングランドの生まれなんだ。
Not even. Oh, okay. I was about to say, come on, man.
アイスランドか。
Would you trust yourself to knock down a tree properly? Like, without it killing you?
Yeah.
I want to assume that I could. I'm just afraid that I won't be able to.
見学してろって言われただろ。
He's eager to get out of here.
Yeah.
なあ、ここの昼飯
How
は
does
どう
lunch
なっ
work?
たんだ。
You gotta catch it. You gotta make it.
あるよ、そろそろ奉公人が持ってくる。
本当かよ。至れり尽くせりだな。
あれじゃねえか、新入りってのは。
Oh, so he does know who he is.
みたいっすね。アホ面だ。奴隷の面だね。
何ですかこれ。
弁当だ。
Bruh.
これはこんだけ。
なんだ。
I feel like you're definitely better off just catching it yourself.
Yep.
これ2人分かよ。
まずは礼だろ。礼。ありがとうございます。
Thorfinn's gonna have to step in. Go on
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Thorfinn's actually gonna be saying thank you.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
てめえ。
Dude.
いただきます。どうもありがとうございます。
To think so, like, such a deadly killer, you know what I'm saying?
ドルフィン、そいつに礼儀を教えとけよ。
Wow. Bro, like, you're literally working alongside an assassin, so I would not take him lightly. I wonder if he's gonna talk about it and divulge that information. I don't know if divulging
Probably
it.
eventually, I would assume.
へこへこすんじゃねえよ。
川岸まで運んだらイカダにする。
I feel like they're gonna butt heads, and then Einar's gonna
Yeah.
try to fight him and just get his shit kicked.
That's why I'm thinking of it. It's like, bro, like, you cannot count this shorty out, you know what I'm saying? Damn. I would have just cut the root. And that was just log one after like 6 hours of them pulling. Damn.
It'll go away after a little while.
なあ、トルフィン、お前もそう思うだろ。
I don't care.
嫌がらせがひどくなるだけだ。
お前な、そんなんでいいのかよ。
Oh my god, I just really cannot wait for him to like learn who Thorfinn is.
エイナル、トルフィン。
Oh my god.
旦那様、報告が。
やめろ。
黙ってろ。報告があります。
Yo. This is just the rest of the episode, right? It's just
Yeah,
that
like the
shot.
last like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
何もないならわしは行くぞ。
There's definitely a reason he stopped himself, but I can't quite say why.
Like you don't know why, or
Yeah.
I have a couple of different reasons as to why,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess
報告はいいのか。
I mean, the other option is that like if he talks to the guy, then he doesn't have enough time to look. You know what I'm saying? That there's no more water in the fucking barrel.
It's because this guy is Einar before his village got taken over, and he kind of realizes that he's trying to maintain what he's made. And kind of seeing that girl is like him looking at his sister, maybe.
I don't know. That seemed more of like I like her type of look.
Definitely that too. Because, I mean, she's hot.
前にも教えただろ。
枯れりゃいいんだろ、枯れりゃよ。
な、バカモン。麦の綿は放牧だ。
I want to be a warrior, you know? Not a farmer.
話を謙虚に聞かん
He
か。
looks like Edgelord Link.
人の上に立つ人間には。
はいはいはい、膝下ね。
うわ、バカモン。なんだその振り方は。麦の方が。
Now I've finally seen a scythe as it was originally intended.
Yeah. And then the other people were using sickles and whatnot.
親子か。なあ、やってらんねえ。どこへ行く、オールマル。
てめえのいねえとこだよ、クソ親父。俺はこいつで。
Wait.
Oh.
Nope, you didn't. You don't even know how to properly use it. Point made. Go back farming, buddy.
こんなど田舎で一生終わってたまるかよ。クルーと王帝殿下の軍団に加わってバシバシ手柄を上げてやるぜ。
Missed. I can see it, that being us trying hard shit with the
True.
flies.
若様、近いうちっていつ？私、若様はここを継いだ方がいいと思うな。
ああ、お前まで。
Mappa, what are you doing?
I know, right?
いいぞ、若娘。
What the fuck, dude?
今はやめとけ。2回戦目に入るとこだ。
I guess they're trying to get close to the owners of these
Yeah.
things, and that's why she wants them to stay.
しかし、これで我が家も安泰だな。
This dude's
Oh my
low key
God.
terrible.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, but that's back in the day, they were all like that.
娘が何か粗相でも。
貧乏小作人ども。親父の財産が目当てなんだろうが。
Well, good on you, but also,
どいつもこいつも。ああ、
私ども
I was about to say he's using her for sex, but she was using him for the farm.
Yeah, so it's the same difference.
Yeah.
I mean, welcome to this era.
お、若様だ。若様。若様。今そっち行きますね。ほら、しっかり歩けよってかも。おい、麦が。でもあいつらと揉めると、また兄貴に怒られちゃうからさ。
They just destroyed a bit of the wheat.
怒っちゃやー。
Hey,
黙ってるほど暇じゃねえんだ俺は。
it sucks because I understand wanting to, you know, make a name for yourself but not necessarily go into the family business.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
But yeah, like, unfortunately, with businesses, you need to have somebody that will take it on the wings, even if it's not the son, right? So I would try to find somebody for them too.
寝ろ。明日も早いぞ。
It's like, don't talk about me like this.
俺の住んでた村に親父
Damn.
は殺されち
Yeah,
まう。
that's when he died.
次に来たのがデーン人の軍勢だ。
Yep, Canute. Because they were originally going to do Wales,
Yeah.
but then they didn't.
眠ったのか。
Yeah, he's thinking about the same thing.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's funny because, like, yeah, going back to the sex part, the sex scene part, that's ultimately how a lot of these things happen in the past. Is like, let's try to get him, you know, an escort that will be sufficient enough to then turn into a wife.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, she was technically doing what almost every single woman at the time was trying to do. You know.
No, yeah. I was going to say, like, at the beginning, I also really like, I don't know what my deal is, but I love time skips. I love time skips because it puts our characters in the most interesting place after something big happens without having to go through all the motions of telling you how or why
Yeah,
or
all the little
when they got
things,
there
yeah.
that we don't really need to know. I love, like, there was a ton of time skips in House of the Dragon. And that was like the big complaint. For me, I loved it because at the end of every episode, almost something unimaginably crazy happened. And it's like, oh my God, how are they going to recover from this? Well, you don't get to know because they're going to skip 5 years. And they're going to hit you in the most exciting place of the story again when those things have already settled down and new storylines have already been built up. So it's kind of a way to like cheat past like slowing down the story in a way.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does suck because if something unimaginable happens, right, you do want to see a little bit of how they kind of build up, even if it's not a lot, right? Because you want to see a little bit of the aftermath. So I can see how people were necessarily complaining about it. But at the same time skips are not that bad because there's a lot of time skips in a lot of different shows. And one of them that I can think of was the animated Teen Titans. It was pretty cool to see like certain moments where I think Starfire traveled through time and you can see like their future versions, right? And it was pretty cool to see that, you know, now it's Nightwing and how Nightwing is the thing, you know, but they didn't go through all the process of explaining to you, oh, well, I had to go solo. Batman, you know, left me to die.
That's the thing, yeah. Like Attack on Titan, again, like from season 3 to 4, you skip 4 years, and then at the later part, you go back and kind of see what happens. But it creates so much mystery around the characters of what actually happened. And I feel like that's kind of what makes this so exciting is that who I was going to compare it to. I said Thorfinn reminds me of one person, and it's Josh, the guy that I am still doing a documentary on. If anybody here is wondering, Josh Palalt on YouTube, Twitch, check him out. He's basically the RuneScape guy that went to prison for like 6 years because he made a joke on RuneScape. And this is a dude that was a complete edgelord, like complete attitude online with his mom, drugs, alcohol, everything. Kind of like a modern day Thorfinn, you could say, just without the killing. And then he goes to prison for 6 years. And I think seeing him go to prison would be interesting, but I don't think the story would be interesting again until he gets to the point where
he can talk about it.
He can like live in it, you know, where he has a routine. Because he said when he got to prison, he said there's no way I could do this. There's no way I'm going to survive this. There's like I'm going to like take my own life or just not survive it or just give up. And he said that like it almost like after a month, after a year, he just kind of created this like routine and he just got so used to it. He felt like healthier mentally in a way.
That's strange.
And I think there's a bit of that in Thorfinn as well, to where like if there was no time skip, we would have to go through him basically what Einar's doing right now.
Yeah.
Him complaining about the retainers, him fighting back, him complaining about this, that, and
like finding that routine.
Yeah, and just not wanting to be a slave to begin with. But now that we've skipped that whole portion, we have Einar come in, and now Thorfinn is like this weird, like mentor type character. It's just so interesting.
Which, funny enough, he was supposed to be the mentor of Canute, and he just brushed it off, you know. and now he has to, and he's living it. You know, it's like, weren't you supposed to watch me, bro? Like, you know, like learn, right? So I can see that. That's interesting. I don't know, like I definitely like it a lot because of those portions, as well as seeing how so much. I mean, granted, Thorfinn was always reserved, but he was loud at the same time, if that makes sense. And now it's just reserved, quiet, collected. Like he'll look at a situation and just like choose his battles, compared to last time where he would just take all of the battles.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with Thorfinn, but we don't really know what's going on in his head aside from he's kind of realizing the cycle of violence that's been happening.
Yeah.
Around like fucking the world, I guess, because I was about to say Iceland, but then he's Einar's from northern England, and then you got like the Danes, and I know like around the year like I don't know 900 to who knows when. Vikings were in like countries like Russia and other places, just pillaging villages and doing what they do, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like they, like that whole like Northern European all the way close to Asia was just violence, constant violence all the time. And really like the whole world. Fuck, we still haven't figured it out. We're probably going to die before we figured it out. Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, so damn, I had something else in my head. Oh, like something that I was thinking is like, does Thorfinn hear things about Canute and all these things, and does he see Canute as a lost brother type of thing? Like, because did they even consider themselves brothers at that point? Because they didn't necessarily grow to like each other per se, but their bickering was that of a siblings type of bickering. Yeah, so I don't know.
That's a good question though. Like, because their dynamic is something we never really dived into. It was more like Canute and Askeladd or Thorfinn and Askeladd. But to Thorfinn, Canute was kind of just like a spoiled brat that Askeladd handed everything to. He even handed his life to him.
Yeah.
Whenever Thorfinn was the one that was trying to kill him. And so it's like, I don't know if you've ever had somebody in your life where like you're on the same playing field, but they just get more than you.
Oh,
Well, actually, yeah. You've told me many times about that. Never mind.
Yeah. I definitely have different situations for, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I definitely understand it, and I can see it. But at the same time, like, because of it, I think is what their relationship kind of grew up from, and this like shut up you pansy or whatever, and then kind of got angry because nobody would ever talk to him that way.
Yep.
So, but again, because of that, probably Canute saw Thorfinn as something else other than just this asshole, But yeah, I want to see that relationship growth. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a brother like relationship here with Einar, so I want to see that too. Fuck, there's only 3 episodes out. I want more. Like, I want to sit down and binge. I feel like this season is going to be one of those seasons that you really just want to binge.
For sure.
Oh, man. Next episode.
Yes.
See you then.
See ya.
Hope you guys enjoyed another Weebs Closet reaction. A special thanks to our Patreons. We appreciate your extra support to keep this channel going. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. See you in the next one.